This is your Houston chiropractor, Dr. Gregory Johnson. And today I'm going to be talking about how we treat acid reflux and hiatal hernia, which are plaguing many people this time because they are all taking the little purple pill to alleviate symptoms of acid reflux or heartburn, when in fact what we're going to do today is show you how to get to the underlying cause of why you have acid reflux and or hiatal hernia. The thoracic spine is made up of 12 vertebrae. Those 12 vertebrae each have ribs that attach to those vertebrae. They start at the upper back here at T1 and they go all the way down to the thoracolumbar spine at T12, and there are 12 ribs. Now at the base of our rib cage, the diaphragm attaches to the base of our rib cage. If we have normal alignment in our thoracic spine and our rib cage, the diaphragm then keeps the stomach down in the abdominal cavity and allows the esophagus to stay up in the upper cavity where the heart and the lungs are. The reason you get acid reflux, or what hiatal hernia is where that diaphragm gets weak and it lets the stomach actually slip up through a hole in the diaphragm because the diaphragm is tweaked or misaligned and it becomes weak. It's a muscle. The diaphragm is a muscle. It becomes weak, the stomach slips up through there. So then when you eat foods, doesn't matter even what kind, it's not just spicy foods, any kind of food, will cause acid secretion that gets up into your esophagus area, which is in the upper cavity. That is acid reflux. So the very first thing that we want to do is we want to make sure we line up the thoracic spine with the rib cage itself. So when I check her, you can see that she's got a little bit too much curve here, and she's had acid reflux for quite some time, and you can feel the knots in the spine on both sides here. So we're going to do some really nice, easy adjusting on her thoracic spine. From the posterior, we're going to be putting these vertebrae back into place with the ribs. Very good. One more here. Yep. Now, a lot of times whenever a person has been out of place for a long time, you're going to see that these muscles and ligaments and tissues are very tight. So I get in here and go right up the paraspinal muscles next to the spine, and she's going to have a lot of sore spots right through here. You feel that, Brooke?
Oh, God, yeah.
All through there. Very sore spots. This because trigger points are metabolic waste products from normal cellular metabolism. Now this right side's much worse, by the way, and you can even see that the right side sticks up more than the left side. Now right here specifically, these nerves that come out of the spine in this region supply the stomach, the small intestine, the diaphragm itself. Now there's a huge knot right there, and you can see that one actually moving around, slipping, so we're going to realign that. And we actually get the ribs to move away from the vertebra in the rear first. Okay, now let's turn you over on your back. And I'm going to put that up. Let's scoot all the way up into the headpiece there for me, please. Now this is a very important part right here because you can see this is right where her bottom of her rib cage is. So what I'm going to be doing here is I'm going to be adjusting her tummy back down through her diaphragm, but then I'm going to realign her shoulders and her chest where the ribs attach to the sternum. But first, we get a grip right under the xiphoid process, which is directly under the sternum. You don't want to get on top of the xiphoid process, but right underneath of it. Take a deep breath in, let it all the way out, and just keep letting it out. Yeah, see, I feel that spasm in the stomach already. Very good. Now, another one. There you go. Let it all out. Excellent. Now, she can probably even feel that palpation down in her tummy as I'm doing it. One more time. I usually pull the stomach down through the diaphragm 3 times, and you notice that I'm pulling straight down and then also inferiorly. Now I'm going to pull her down on the table to where we have her shoulders directly over the drop piece, and I'm going to be adjusting her shoulders and clavicles, which is the AC joint, the clavicle and the sternum, sternoclavicular joints, and now the costosternal joints on both sides. And these are usually pretty tender when they're out of place. Excellent. Now, what we've just done is we've realigned her entire rib cage, her thoracic spine, pulled her stomach back down through the diaphragm. She will not be secreting acid up into her upper cavity or the esophagus. It gets rid of heartburn, acid reflux, and hiatal hernia. This is your Houston chiropractor, Dr. Gregory Johnson. We'll see you next time.